Shumai friendly eye! Shumai friendly eye! Welcome back to Planet Coaster 2! Shumai! Old emo. Yeah, absolutely. No, it doesn't look like it, but definitely one of those elder emos. Hey, I know it's prom season, but I keep getting reminded that I wore a black dress to my prom, because I was that little goth kid. I know the summery outfit doesn't show that at the moment, but yeah. Wearing black in the summer is not a good choice. And it is too warm. But today I'm gonna battle the heat. Shumai! Ricardo? Hi! We're gonna be creating our own parade float today. See, I told you. Typical Brits, we're gonna talk about the weather. Yeah, it's fine. Right, let's load this up. It's not gonna be an apocalypse because I don't think parade floats fit apocalypse. Unless we, you know, create a broken down parade float, but that was not what I had in mind today. Today I want to create an animal parade float. And you're thinking, what? Why? How? Yeah, I know. So we got our like typical parades by here, yes? And I thought, well, do you know what? I'll check first. I'll save stream and I'll check whether I can actually do it first. Because I want to do something to celebrate Planet Zoo 2. There's been more animals announced. There's all sorts of things. So I want to talk more about Planet Zoo 2. And I did check that this is something that happens in real life. San Diego Zoo does do an animal parade. It is not real animals on there, so I found some statue animals. Of course, all of the aquatic things work a lot better for Planet Coaster 2. So we have quite a lot of different like fish and aquatic style statues that we can use. I did have a look at whether we could almost change the coaster logo to the zoo logo. So I grabbed a couple of those too. And then for like the other types of animals, I wonder why you're doing an animal one, Shocker. Shh. We'll get to that. No, Charlie loves me. Knowing morally behind the scenes stuff. So for the other types of things, of course I want to do birds. So we have a parrot and an owl. I think the parrot looks really cool and I'd love to have parrots. Or some kind of colourful tropical bird in Planet Zoo 2. Not being confirmed yet. One of the things I'd like. A little bit of a wish list. Wouldn't mind owls either. They're pretty cool. So we've got a couple of bird things. We've got a couple of exhibits. I was thinking, poor Medusa here. She can be a snake if I hide her a little bit. Now we have a snake, right? I also have a stone spider. No, not sure about that one. To blend in the scenery and habitat animals. Some of the toy box ones are pretty cool. I don't know whether it fits the vibe, but like definitely like the fox, right? That could work. Broken down into parade floats might do, just to represent the state of things. We're gonna try and have a little bit of fun. You know what, I may have not been the most positive about parades, but if I can slip in a little bit of how excited I am about Planet Zoo 2 and do a Planet Zoo 2 parade, and I think it'd just be fun. I also tried to make a different kind of bird with the animations and just some wings. I figure from a distance it could be a bird. If I press play, it can either fly up and down, or it can kind of jiggle about on this spring. Is it giving bird or just slightly concerned, right? They kind of move. We could. It's an option. I also have the singing eels. Not my favourite. You didn't go to prom, Charlie? Fair. Yeah, I've already seen like a couple of limos and things. Hello, Bean. Caveats blessed us with her presence, probably because I've got a fan on in here. And she's like, it's cooler in here. I'll stay with you, Mom. Feel like we're in the minority with this pack? Like, I get it. It's pretty fun. It's like a whole new thing to do or whatever, but I'm also sort of like... Sorry, Frontier, but the second most expensive pack in the game. Wanted a tiny bit more. Like a career scenario. Screaming for one, really. Look, if they gave us a career scenario for this parade pack, it'd be worth the money. I think I'm just spoiled with Planet Zoo and having Planet Zoo DLCs have scenarios. Like, how cool would it be if like the objectives would be to sort out the parades and things? There's like we needed to fix the track, like continue the track, add a parade, something like that. And then like that cute little town that they created for the trailer would have been a great place to make a scenario, and then we could have finished the parade, made some profit or whatever. I think that would have been more fun. But I just like career scenarios, so it's just me, really. And I know a lot of people don't play them. So that's the sort of options we have for like stuff, of course. And then I made 4, I don't want to say cages, but like tiny exhibits, tiny habitats. One for the bird, which has like mesh. I don't really have netting like the new aviaries. I never know how to say them. But yeah, we got the parrot in that one. And I picked the turtles for this one, and I also put fake water in there. If I press play, should see it kind of moving. We got some fake water in this one. I didn't see the point in completely filling it. And is it hawksbill turtle? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to refresh what they're all called. I thought that was kind of cool because they do look from a distance anyway, like they are swimming. They have like a good light. Ah, see, this side's better. You can see the water, you can kind of think that they're swimming through it. Right, now we have an aquarium float. For the exhibit, my wish list object, of course, is to have different sizes of exhibits and different shapes. So that's why I went for the octagon, because I'm not doing boring boxes. That's the whole thing I don't want of Planet Zoo. Unfortunately, I picked a spider. I think it's kind of cool that she moves. So, you know, that's fine. And to kind of go with the similarities, I went for the bull. I know it's technically not a bull, and it's kind of an animatronic. Ish. But it could be a mammal, right? Bison? Maybe? We gotta use our imagination here. I didn't want to create animals using the art shapes because they can look a little off, and I'm not very good at doing it. So you know what? We'll just use the animatronics or the statues. And I was thinking to kind of blend them all together, like how this one looks. The lack of scenarios and DLCs for Planet Coaster 2 is a major killer for me as well. Yeah, I just love them, and I know my viewers do too, because you all came from watching me play all the scenarios in Planet Zoo. See, like this one has like the middle part where the entertainer sits and stands, and then you have kind of like a area underneath it. I was thinking we could kind of make a land mass, like an island out of rocks, and put plants and things to tie the exhibits together so they look like they're sitting on a little land point. So they like try to make them look smaller than they actually are. They are roughly around the same sizes of these, if not slightly larger. So what do you think? A little bit of fun? Oh, let's catch up a chat now. Here's my info dump. What do you think? And oh my goodness, I need a drink already while I look at chat. I'm glad people do enjoy the parades pack. Like, I don't want to be too negative about it. I do like it. I just don't like it as much as Sorcery. And Sorcery was also a lower price point. I'm not saying don't get it. I'm saying maybe when Frontier fancies doing another sale, grab it then. But I'll show off how to do stuff as well. I figured out how to put blueprints on the parades as well. If you need to look at that, I can show you too. Have a little drink. Basically English. Rude. I just caught that. Rude. Yeah, I know. Taffy's calling mad. Sometimes I just stand on it to cool myself down. Like, it's funny how it works. If I got one for Carriad, she'd never lie on it. That girl does not care. She's quite happy just having a little snooze next to my desk. But I do have a fan on the floor, oscillating. The little cheapy ones. Oh, they've saved our life with all of the heat wave. I just think it would have been really cool if we got a scenario with it. You don't think? You don't have the capacity to barely remember how to breathe. I know. Oh my goodness. I do love a scenario. I think we just got spoiled with Planet Zoo, didn't we? It's just such a top tier game, and that's why I want to celebrate Planet Zoo too. In Planet Coaster too, because you know, why not? Aldi done human-sized dog beds. I think like a cooling map for us is like ice packs and things. Ugh, I've used all sorts of tricks to cool myself down throughout the years. I think my favourite one, because I couldn't get an ice pack, but what I did have was spare tea towels, and I would soak a tea towel and leave her in the freezer for a couple of hours, and then use that as like a scarf, but like a cold scarf. Kind of have to like... There we are. Cooling on a budget. Freeze tea towels. I don't know. Bit unhinged, but why not? Oh, Panic Coaster 1 also had career mode editions with DLCs? No, they did. I never played it, but I got Ghostbusters? Yeah, Ghostbusters DLC for like bargain in one of the sales. I think it was like £1. And that one had a career scenario as well. You have the park. You created the park. Just give us some objectives. We'll do it on our own. Do you know what? It doesn't even have to be voiced. Because the later DLCs for Planet Zoo didn't have the voices. Tiff never got a voice. We gave her a voice, of course. But she never had a voice. We're like, we don't need chattiness. Just let us have some targets to play with. Otherwise, I'm going to do something chaotic like this. The other reason why I wanted to do an animal one as plan for an island. Sounds brilliant. Not quite sure what you intend. Fair. Yeah, fair enough. Let me get into scenery. What I was thinking, we don't even have to do all of the same rocks really, but if I just pick like a basic grey rock for now, kind of just quickly create a base for the parade out of rocks. Stop attaching to things a minute. I just want to give a general idea. Hello? Right? So instead of it being 2 octagonal blobs, we have some rocks to kind of create a really like organic islandy shape. And then we grab some plants for like the aquatic one. We can grab some of these. And then kind of blend in the almost like aquarium exhibit with the outside with some like foliage. I'll add some more fish and stuff inside and like plants and things. So instead of it being like kind of a really sad cage, more of the habitat that we would want to see in Planet Zoo too. And then maybe I try and change this slightly from like the coaster car to the lion tail with some extra shapes. So we can kind of have like a, yay, Planet Zoo 2. And I'm pretty sure Frontier would be quite happy with us getting excited about a different game from the same franchise. How's that? It's hot. But like I was saying, the other reason why I wanted to build something animal themed is because I went to a wildlife reserve on Friday. As I flick myself over here, let me mute this 2 seconds. And while I finish off doing the little rock islands, I made a tiny little video special for stream. I don't tend to put out my like travel vloggy clips as a separate video, but special for stream. Here's a little video of Meadows Wildlife Park. And now the music doesn't. Oh, is the music working? Yes. Holds their face. It's a baby. That's a kookaburra. Would be really cool to have one of these in the game. Looks. There were so many things that I'm like, ha, real life. And that's a hairy armadillo. There we go. Fantastic. Let's take that off now and go back over here so you can see everything. Just casually stealing. No, it's a zoo theme, right? We're doing a zoo build. And most of those animals I was excited about seeing because they were in Planet Zoo. Proper height. And there were a couple that I was like, Planet Zoo too? Like a kookaburra, have fun. But yeah, it's probably about 5 minutes from Caerphilly town. 10 minutes at most. Like out of the way. Not somewhere where I would expect. Like it's not fully signposted. But baby cousin went there. We know baby cousin by now. Baby cousin went there with obviously her mums. And the mum, or one of the mums, said for us to go, and we had a look, and Tuesdays and Fridays are supposed to be grown-up days. And I was well up for a grown-up day. It wasn't a grown-up day, unfortunately, but luckily we booked quite late. So most of the little ones were gone by the time we had a wander around. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see the lemurs. Up close and everything. Sorry, I just the CCD. Charlie's big mad. Yeah, Charlie went to one, saw lemurs, and obviously I had to then research how to get to my own wildlife park so I could go into the habitat and see them closer than Charlie did. Because of course I need to be better. The viewers are by the way. We were wandering around. We didn't even see what was in the habitat. We just had this lovely 8-year-old lady who actually said her age, who's a volunteer there, who volunteers every day with the lemurs. And she called us over. We went through like 2 lock gates and walked through the habitat. And she was feeding them. You can see them on the video. She was feeding them. They love her. I asked her what her favorite thing about them, and it was just like, they're just so nice. Their temperaments are just lovely. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I can tell they love you. They like, so, they walk so close because she was there. They weren't even interested in me and Mom. But yep, I left the house, Daffy. I know. It was too hot. But like, next time I go to something like that, I'm gonna wait for it to be like autumn, winter time. One, it's gonna be quieter. You know, less people are gonna wanna go to like outdoor things when it's colder and rainy, but it was just too hot. And I'm pretty sure whatever flowers had bloomed there, I was very allergic to. Because like massive sunglasses, because too sunny, and I'm very light sensitive. And even that, like, I had constant tears running down my face. I don't know whether it was the flowers or one of the animals that your girl couldn't cope. It was too hot. But I had such a good time. And feeding the wallaby as well. Again, we were just wandering around, minding our own business. And one of the volunteers was like, hey, do you want to go in here? Here's a leaf to feed them. And I'm like, excuse me, what? And straight away, I'm like, albinism or leucism? Oh, see? Leucistic. That's the one. But the wallaby had albinism. And they'd just had babies. So the one we fed in the little hut thing was a baby. Obviously not like tiny babies, but yeah, baby. And I met my enemy, the peafowl. There was an actual peacock around, which was the loudest thing in the world. I thought Planet Zoo was exaggerating how loud and annoying peafowl are. They're not. They're really not. It was the only thing that I felt sorry for the volunteers was the peafowl. Yeah, but they had babies too. I wouldn't have gone outside normally. See, there was jealousy. Of course there was. I was jealous you got to see lemurs. I wasn't expecting to go that close to them either. But there was a couple of animals that we didn't see. Like we didn't see the meerkats. They were out of the sun. And oh no, marmoset and kinkajous were kind of just hiding in the back, so you couldn't really see those either. One of them is in Alveus. I know we mentioned watching Jacksepticeye's live stream. The ones that would turn around and show their tails and other bits in the thing, they were there too, but they didn't really come out, which is fair enough, really, isn't it? Are we seeing the island vision with the rocks now? Right? So instead of it being kind of sad and empty looking, as soon as we kind of put like rocks underneath it, it kind of ties it together. I was thinking there's going to be two anyway, like habitats, exhibits, aquariums, and aviaries. You know, new things, old things. You got to feed the meerkats? I got to feed sheep and goats. The llamas and alpacas weren't interested in snacks. Fair, it was hot. But yeah, the sheep the sheep knew. Like they're like meh. Instantly I'm like, yep, here you go. I love you so much. You have all the snacks. And they're so gentle. Like you they are still kind of wild animals, but they're so gentle when they take the little pellets off you. So cute. Just their lips and their tongues. The little teeth doesn't really hurt or anything, but it was so fun. I definitely want to go back when it's like autumn time. Maybe it gets a little spookier. I don't know. Just not as hot. And I did go into the exhibit room. You'd be so proud of me. I walked into the exhibit room in the reptile room. And I got like half a distance of the room away from the spider exhibit. And I saw cobwebs and I was like, do you know what? I'm good. They had the Australian one from the Australian pack, the blue-tongued one. They had that there. There's a couple of different snakes. They were hiding in their little hidey holes, so you could just see a part of their scaly body, which is kind of cool. But I went in. I had a much better time looking at the rabbits and guinea pigs. But there was a petting station for them as well. And I was just like, do you know what? Respectfully, no thanks. Because I can pick up and pet a rabbit whenever I want to. Like, we're good. My bunnies love a snuggle. Only with me and Mum though. The girls are fussy. We've introduced them to my nan and they're not interested. Although Carriad isn't either, which is quite funny. My last cat hated my nan. Don't know, like, she didn't like many people, so, you know, it wasn't really a reflection of my nan. In a way, it was just, yeah, Misty wasn't really the most friendly of cats. But Carriad is like, stopped to say hello, sniffed her hand, sniffed her finger, you know, the nose boop, and then just walked away. And my nan's been quite impressed with her, because Misty would growl and hiss. She was not a friendly cat, bless her. She survived through spite. To 20. Because Carriad's a little bit more gentle, but a little less caring. Ooh, I like it. Right? Slightly concerned. Hang on. What I need to do is disconnect those because they're on their own little group. So now I should have just the rocks. Let me create a group for just the rocks. Make sure I haven't got anything else. I do not. Fantastic. I'm going to put the plants on last. So I'm going to take that one away. So I went for like a lighter grey colour for this one. Threw it in. Also got to feed the deers. Oh! Interns. Yeah, like, it wasn't exactly run down. It's a nice enough, like, wildlife farm. It's quite small, the one we went to. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, a fancy zoo or anything. But there are a couple of things that are in the process of being built, which, yeah, I don't have a picture for it. This one that was like, oh, we're setting up an exhibit for... I can't remember what animal it was, but there's going to be a new animal and a new exhibit, and it basically looks like an open air Planet Zoo exhibit box. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, that is what I want in Planet Zoo too. Like, it's way more custom than the sad cube. I'm going to be complaining about those sad cubes forever, and I... Right, we got one island done. We'll get them. They're rescuing, giving a home to the elderly and ill. Yeah. This, oh yeah, Mum tried to see the spider, but we did get to see the scorpion glow under a black light, which is always really cool, I know. So we got like a nice, what are these ones? Mediterranean? Should we go like Tega with the moss? Oh, now I'm kind of... Ooh. For those two? I like that. Mossy rocks? Wait, are they tempered or Tega? Oh! Both. I think we stick to temper with the moss or Tega with the moss. I don't... I think I like the tempered look more. I'll stick to the flat ones, because again, these are going to kind of be moving and floating. We kind of got to keep that in mind. I'm slightly concerned that these rocks are too big for the road. So I'm going to have to check that too. Otherwise, it's going to be clipping the guests when it walks around. Oh, that's a typical me type of... No, not that one. Build, isn't it? What number is this? 17. Maybe that'll help. Can I use 17 for all of them? I can. There we go, and they're the same then. They're just in a different colour. I like that these are kind of green. Yeah, that's nice. Or do I... Oh, okay. Chat, help me out here. Do we keep the same island for both? Let me just whoop. Lovely. Let's just, yeah, sure. Might need them slightly further away from each other, but that's fine. And then add, where's 17? The, like, grassiness on top. Kind of like, this to give it a little bit more land. Or do I do one that's all this rock and have two different rocks? Different island will work. Work for my like. Okay. So if I do a different island, I would appreciate a like on the stream. But for the habitat, okay, so the colors, blue sky, right? Black for the black exhibits in Planet Zoo 1, and this like new green color for the new like background theming. It's slightly darker than that, but I wasn't keen. I quite like this sagey green color. Different islands? Fair. Should have worn a Planet Zoo t-shirt and someone might have said something. You wore your pre-order PC1 t-shirt. Oh, you got complimented in Chessington. Jealous, I do not have one. I was really tempted to get the Pride themed ones when they did the Pride themed ones years ago now. I just need to give myself a little bit of space. And what we're going to do with those two is we're going to split those from the group as well. Hello? Can I? I don't want to delete it. I can't split from building. Why not? Oh, are they separate anyway? They are. What am I doing? So this will be a proper float. Shouldn't you put the wheels down first so it actually moves? Ah, right. While I do the island, I'll explain. The wheels part is the... You can't actually see them on here. That's the bit that connects to the right. If that makes sense. So I can't get the wheels. Even if I go into custom here, you can't see the wheels on the custom bit because the wheels are the coaster car almost, if that makes sense. So once you add a new one in the parade, it'll pop down with like the little skateboard looking thing. And then I can grab the group that I've created, snap it onto the skateboard, and then it'll move. So I'm doing everything separate to the ride at the moment, so I can group it and move it and all of that stuff without having to like worry about... See, I said I was going to do this, didn't I? But I just got to chatting. So we don't have to worry about the groups kind of going wonky, things being placed separately like this. Like I've got the rocks in a separate, well, they're going to be in a separate group anyway. I'm going to have the rocks in a separate group to the little habitats I've created for now, so we can add more decorations and be a little bit more precise with things without it all merging together like it does on the right. It's just like decorating a flat ride, except I'm doing it off the flat ride first, and then I'm going to put it on it. That's basically what parades are. I figured it out. I deleted all of these off stream. You know, I said I couldn't figure out how to add blueprints to it. I'm like, surely you can, because they gave us blueprints. You can. which I will do at the end, and then we can see him move around. The one thing I did want to check, though, was how wide the road is. Because I'm guessing I can't have it much wider than this. Can I just have like a post or something? A nice chunky post. No, not a toy one. No. Why is that merging in the ground? Sure. Ground. That was not the way I wanted to turn it, but okay. Sure. This way. Just, yeah. Right. What I'm going to do is just scale it until it's just before the yellow lines. Just to make sure I'm not going to make it too big. There's probably another way around this. But that's what I'm doing. Right, so now I can move this over here and check whether my island is too large. And it is. So we're going to have to like edit it a little bit. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have this one and we're going to do this nice green island better this time so I don't go over the rocks. So we're going to have this as the scale. Yeah, I could just move this over. Have that snap to there for now. And then I can keep building. Am I making sense? One dislike coming your way. Rude. Last time I ever got complimented. Yeah, everyone loves a compliment, don't they? I did convince one of the volunteers to play Planet Zoo though, because I was getting excited about the wallabies. And I'm like, don't worry, I just learned all of this from a game. Mum's hyping me up as well. And it doesn't really matter how long they are, it just matters how wide they are, right? It'll be fine. And we were talking about like that there's going to be like wildlife parks and stuff, and then she was like, oh actually yeah, I think I've heard of Planet Zoo. And we were like, wait for Planet Zoo 2 if you want to like do all new things. And she was like, do you know what, I'm going to go home and look for that. It's just like we will grow the Planet Zoo player community with one Welsh person at a time. I'd love to recreate the lemur habitat though. Like all of the climbing for them was a bit disappointed they didn't glitch when they were climbing though. It's like, oh wow, this is so smooth. Giant spider in an easily escapable tank riding atop a skateboard, riding through crowds of noisy punters. Monster disaster waiting to happen. That's me. Oh yeah, I didn't give it a roof. There, I wasn't sure where to put the characters. I don't know whether I'm just gonna have them walking alongside or like on top of the islands. Maybe put the walkable platformy bit on the island part. that we're recreating. But yeah, luckily this little critter can only walk side to side. But if I put the bull's animation on, it smashes through and squishes this, which I only left on once, but it was really fun to watch. You know me, I'm like, yeah, squish a bug. Oh yeah, Carrie-Ann's hot. She's upside down now. You're so cute, Beanie. Yeah, it started off with it being like really wonky and natural, and I've just somehow managed to accidentally make it a perfect circle. I don't want that. I also kind of want to hide the moving track for the thingy. It is definitely. Oh, little moo for the deer. Cute. I get it. Like when I went to feed the sheep and the goats for the first time, I was like, oh, they're gonna be gross. But there was hand washing stations like everywhere. And I love that for me. Not gonna lie, I was like, absolutely, I'm washing my hands like a million times. How you can come home not very well, touching animals that not what you used to touching. Even like the rabbits and things. Like I wash my hands after touching my own rabbit. Someone else's? Absolutely. But there was hand washing stations everywhere. So as soon as I fed them and they got their sheepy saliva or like goat saliva on me, I was going straight for those hand washing stations. The only problem was it was hot water. Oh wow. Carriad at the moment is completely upside down. Paws akimbo. Just which is quite funny because I'm wearing a white shirt. That's all I see of Carriad now is her white belly. And she's just you're so cute. Yes you are. Yes, you're making sense, but yeah. See, Mam alone doesn't understand me because I speak her language most of the time. Is it only is it only me that finds it weird how they did it, basically making it into a ride? Well, yeah. How did it work in Planet Coaster 1? Because I know there were parades in Planet Coaster 1, but like, how did it work? Because I didn't play a lot of Planet Coaster 1 compared to like how much I played Planet Zoo. Am I gonna have to call that Planet Zoo 1 next? Anyway, like obviously I've played over 1,000 hours of Planet Zoo, so I know pretty much everything I need to know about that game. But I know there were parades in Planet Coaster because people requested them for this game. Was it a DLC? Was it part of base game? Like, how did it work? Because I was reading the DLC like write-up thingy, and it was like, for the first time ever, you can create your own. And I'm like, but I know there was parades, so How is it for the first time? How's it work? Like, obviously I could load the game up and check, but meh. Someone in chat will know, right? Alright, we have Island 2. I definitely made that one smoother. Didn't I? Fine, I can kind of... It's fine. See, when I don't pay attention, I just accidentally make everything too neat, and that's not what I wanted out of this. I don't want it neat. I want it to feel like a tiny little landmass with 2 little exhibits on it. Obviously, the giant scary spider and the bull being completely different sizes takes away the realism, but this is Planet Coaster, so we're gonna work with what we got instead of creating something not so cute. I did find some blueprints. I didn't download them, but like there are a couple of blueprints that people created animals, but I wasn't so sure about using other people's creations in my creation. I'd rather just work with the game. Hype up both games at the same time then. Oh, the show cleaning pad. Yeah, that was pretty cool as well. It's like almost like a welcome mat, but squishy. And like when you step on it, you can kind of see the foam and stuff go on your shoes to clean your shoes too. Fantastic. Carry on streaming. Is Ozzy enjoying your Raycon, Charlie? Carrie's enjoying the fan, but like that is cool as we're getting. Uh, oh yeah. With the whole like Zoopedia thing, I can pull it up if need be. Um, but how are you excited about the new animals announced and things? What are you thinking about the new Zoopedia stuff? The tree kangaroo, Evan's not in chat, I don't think. But confirmed, Evan, on the Zoopedia and everything. I haven't looked on purpose. Well, you waiting for me? Nah, the Zoopedia's looking good. Every Tuesday we're getting new ones. There was like a little sneak peeky kind of who's that Pokemon type of thing. Um, which looks like potential lion species for Tuesday. But really hyped for butterflies being confirmed. Which, if we have butterflies, walk through exhibits. But again, better not be a big box. Oh, the red panda. Red panda's looking real cute too. What else has been confirmed? I think the red panda and the tree kangaroo were the 2 like main confirmed ones for this Tuesday. But yeah, the tree kangaroo is new. Like we did not have that in the original game. So that's kind of fun to have a whole new thing. So what I'm doing now is I'm just fixing the grey island so it's not too wide for the road. Only seen bits and bobs. Wait for me to play. Ah, I can't wait. Like, obviously, we can be chatting about all of the news and stuff. Has anyone managed to get a hold of the magazine yet? I've been trying to wait to see whether it comes on to like a digital copy because I still haven't found the Planet Zoo magazine. But it was basically like hyping up the hippo. Like that was the new one, and now we can see that on the Zoopedia. I'd like to read what the interviews were though. Like see if we can spot some new like hints and things about what's going to be added. Just shrink it down a little bit. But yeah, the tiger's so nice. Daffy, I totally agree. It's beautiful. There was a nice video of the tiger on the Facebook page. And yeah, I know. I told you I'm an elder emo. I still have Facebook. I've got a Caitlin Anwin account for Facebook as well. So like I am over there. It's pretty much all of the same stuff that you would see here anyway though. I don't post anything different on any of my socials other than live streams and things. You're the only ones that get live streams over on YouTube. You're very special. You get to see my little travel vlogs and me leaving these four walls. And of course you get to see all of the short form content as well. That's looking cute. But they do some pretty good things on the Facebook page for Planet Zoo 2. Like the videos and things, I don't see many of them on YouTube for the videos, but the tiger one looks really nice over there. I swear I got a clip for one of my shorts. I don't know whether that's the short that I've posted or the short that's going to be out next week. See, you Streamlock get all of the sneak peeks. Right, let's get out of here. Move you out of the way. Okay. We have two islands. They're definitely more organic shapes. Oh, hello. Sorry. She's such a baby sometimes. She just stretched her paw out and just put it on top of my hand where I was on the keyboard. Your baby. You really don't like exhibit boxes, do you? No. I'd say sorry, Frontier, but I'm not sorry. For the aquarium, should I lower the water down a little bit so you can kind of see the difference between the water and the glass? Or should it look like completely filled like a real aquarium? And I do not know what to do for the roof. I was kind of hoping that you would let me know. Because like I could also make little roofs for them and have the entertainers just on top of the exhibits, habitats, cages. Cages sounds mean. It's not a cage. Not a real animal either, so I don't think it matters all that much. Like, I can't be too concerned. These are not real things. That's the whole point. It's like an animatronic celebration for Planet Zoo. The Planet Zoo magazine Yeah. Our Geek Sim's been talking about it. I can't find it. Like, I know what it's called and everything. And I found... I should probably have a look again, actually. I found the month before, because it's August's edition of the magazine. I found July's online, like on the Zon. I know, not the greatest, but if I can just read it, I don't mind. So I found it on the Zon, but I don't like changing that one. I can't find the physical version of it. Cool. I kind of want to just paint the terrain a little bit, well, under this so I can see. Oh, not that one. I don't use terrain paint much on here, do I? I'm like, no. Soil maybe? Yeah, sure, that'll do. Just so the grass doesn't blend into our cute little island that we've created, just so I can see the edges, just like I can see the edges of the lovely grey. Look like the turtles were jumping out of the water. Huh. See, I was trying to hide the swirly, like, mechanical bit of it, so you can just see them almost just swim around it. But I was thinking to, like, add a few more fishies in the thing. Now we've got, like, the islands to tie it together. This one's pretty cool for, like, shoals of fish. Which, oh, that's the other thing that we, like, didn't really talk about. The behind the scenes like video of the gameplay trailer where we had a Frontier, like the devs went around the park. They were a little, well, they weren't cheeky, it's their own game, but like I was a little disappointed when I saw some like redacted parts, and I was like, no, 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 I want to see the build menu. They hit that. They hit something else as well. I can't remember what that was, but it's kind of cool to see it less staged and more like they were just going around the zoo and you could see a little bit more of it. But I still didn't spot an exhibit. It's the one thing. There's some on eBay. Okay. I don't get why they're not in shops. Would have loved to see that. Like, obviously, I don't need to keep the animatronics out of the water, like the fake water. I can just have them like here, have them like swimming around. Because once I press play as well, these will move. Like they're swimming around. Okay, I might need to move it slightly out because it's going through the glass, but there. But the gameplay video, like behind the scenes of the gameplay trailer, cannot select fishies now. Oh dear. Take fishies away. Ooh, not that much. um, I got distracted by the fish. They explained a lot more about how we are going to be able to buy the like smaller fish. Oh yeah, and the trout was in the Zoopedia as well. Charlie, I know you were a bit excited about extra fish being announced. Not the one that you showed me last week. But kind of cool that we got some more fish announced as well. It's like they don't even really need to be on the ground either. I'm trying to hide the little spooky thing, but I doubt people see it. I just need a little bit out of the water so I can click on it. So we can have one on both sides. We can have them facing different directions. That. The whole time the desktop audio's been muted. It's fine, you can't even hear music anyway, can you? Sorry about that. It's been an hour. Close the parade because they keep making noises. So we got some fish swimming around the aquarium. And now I can click on them. I can duplicate. Can I make them any smaller? No, 50% is the smallest. See, the sound's not even any different, is it? We can do a lake system with a trout. Yeah. 6 copies minimum. No, I'll just wait for it to come on the Zon. Not the most ethical place to grab stuff, but I want to look at some information. I was excited about the pictures of the animals, but most of them we're gonna see on the Zoopedia pages. Hi Dwayne. The bins and benches will kind of automatically sit on the edges of the paths, but if you zoom in a little bit more and move your mouse around, it will sit on any part of the path, as long as the path isn't too angled. It prefers benches and bins need kind of flat areas to sit on. Not my expertise, but definitely they do kind of sit on the edges, but if you've got like a larger path that you can move it around, it won't stay on the edge. It also does it on Planet Coaster. Now we got some fishies. See, is that looking a little bit more filled in? Just ignore the like metal parts in it. At an angle. Look, you can just see the fish floating around. It's looking more like an aquarium now from a distance, because that's all we need. But we got to remember, when I'm building, I zoom in a lot, but then from a distance it looks lovely. Do I have a path anywhere that I can show that? Because one thing I did forget to show last week was not the electric trolley. I didn't actually show the new bins and benches because of course I forgot them. Thanks for reminding me though, Dwayne. Parades pack. Look, we're on new things. We got canopies, which is kind of cute. We got like a picnic table. See, they have to go on a part. And so let me place the picnic table in the middle. I have snap position on. Yep, we got a little parasol. And if I look in, the bench kind of like sitting on the edge, right? It'll follow the edge, but you can still pull it away from the edge and rotate it. And it works exactly the same in Planet Zoo. These two games are very similar. The pathing system's different, but the placements are the same. So align to edge, or pull it away, and you can use Z and move it around. I prefer them on the edge so the guests can walk around. And we have a bin. Again, on the edge, or you can move your mouse, rotate it any which way you want. And that's quite a narrow path. Obviously, if you make like a whole... not a gazebo. Plaza. Why were those two words that I got mixed up? Alright, if you do like a whole plaza, you'll have more room to move things around, but it works the same. You can't use X with bins and benches though. But yeah, here's the new bins and benches. Like the wrought iron style, classic style, similar to the classic style in Planet Zoo. K-R-I-T-T-O. What? That is backwards. But it's Pip Whistle. It does look more like an aquarium. I think the turtle needs to be a bit bigger. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can lower it more into the ground and make it larger, but still not have the spooky sticking out. But there's the new bins and benches. I know some people care about these. You know, I'm not as keen. But the little chairs, like the picnic chairs, restaurant chairs, these are really cute. And the parasol. It's flexi as well, I think. Yeah, parasol is, and this is. So we could do like a classic grey wrought iron style. I'll keep the parasol purple. So there you go. I did forget to show you last week, so thanks for reminding me, Dwayne. And here's a quick little tutorial as well. Something that I've never made in short form because I always forget them. Whee. Well, I guess I could grab the parade speaker, seeing as that's all you've had to listen to me this week. In this stream is my voice. Sorry about that. I muted it so you could listen to the fantastic Planet Zoo music. But I quite like this. It's a bit more hyper now. How are you playful, Carrie? It's hot. Don't. I have one like wrist strap on an old phone case that I just keep because she likes breaking it. What colour is a hawksbill turtle anyway? Is it like kind of yellowy? Like beigey? Green? They're green, aren't they? Kind of want it to stand out a little bit more. And if I make them brighter, they do stand out a little bit more. Okay. Don't think I've got the colour right for the hawksbill turtle, but we shall see. Yeah, I am the tips and tricks girly as well. Mum's right. I've actually had a comment about that, which really tickled me. If I make it larger and I lower it, I end up over the other side of the map. I need my keyboard, but I also need to stop Carrie from pulling my phone case off my desk and smashing something. He's a good girl. I haven't got anything else for you to play with though, Carriad. That's why I bought this shirt. Lovely, cooling. Has matching trousers too. It's what I wore to the wedding. Hang on. Want a better picture of this outfit? There it is. I just wore like a pink. But that's this shirt. Yeah, I really don't look like I changed that much for the wedding. That's what I wore to the wedding. And beautiful mama. When we crashed the wedding. You haven't changed outfits since the wedding. No. Just changed the t-shirt. This is all I've worn so far. Do you know what? It is like one of my coolest outfits. So, fair. But yeah, that's when we crashed the wedding. I probably shouldn't say that, like it seems a lot worse than it is. Like the person who got married knew we were coming there. Just no one else in the family was invited. Who's the bombshell I'm laughing? Oh, beautiful mama. They had you can't really see it here, but like the sleeves on that top are beautiful. They're like a floral design. I love it. And then I'm just walking up looking like mint chocolate chip ice cream. We got some chaotic stuff going on in here, don't we? Okay. Maybe this direction? So they're a bit bigger now? But they also, like, I'm missing one now. There were 3, now there's only 2. Because I don't particularly want this, like, spiky thing sticking out too much above. That makes sense? The sweet girl. Charlie's on about little Aussie chewing. Yeah, Carrie, I'd love the silver vines sticks. They're also like, silver vines, the Japanese version of catnip. Speaking of catnip though, ours flowered! I'm so excited! Yeah, ours is flowering now, so we need to split it up and put it in little pots and stuff, and then I think I'll bring some in from the garden to show Carrie at. I think she'll love that. She loved chewing on them, but as soon as she'd taken like the bark off the stick, she'd get bored of it, so we had to give her a new one. But silver vine's actually safe for dogs as well, and because Taffy's got such a tiny little mouse, she didn't mind chewing on the tiny cat sticks. Obviously, like, in moderation and all of that. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna be... Oh, I know, I stopped stroking you and you reached over. Oh, you were so sweet today, Carrie. I'd stop it. You're making me melt. There we go. We got some like coloured turtles now. Kind of want to like try and match it with the water so it doesn't stand out as much. That's a good colour for it, isn't it? And now the green. The turtle standing out a little bit more, especially with the fishies and everything. I think that's a bit better, right, Mum? Mum wanted them a bit thing. But a wet face cloth in the freezer for a while would be cool and crunchy. Oh, that's good. That's a good little tip as well, Daffy. You always come through with some fantastic tips for things with cats. I want to get a little tree for the parrot. So I grabbed a couple of these. I quite like the tropical styles of things. I couldn't find one that was very branchy. What is it with like me describing plants really strange? Like drippy plants. Now I want a branchy tree. Like, hi, can I have a small branchy tree? You know, like the non-flowered cherry blossom. Something like that. But the Japanese cherry trees here have petals. You know, baby. I want just the sticks. We got some spooky vines. No. 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 I don't want it creepy. What do you want, Beanie? It's too creepy. Even if I made it teeny tiny, I wanted the parrot to look like it was actually, you know, not a pirate parrot, but like more in its natural environment on a... Oh, actually, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I do need the spooky tree. Chewing like a rope thing. Slowly getting bored of it. Yeah, I couldn't give anything like weaved like that to Cariad because she loves ripping it apart, and I always worry about her ingesting any of it. But like the cat rope for her scratch post, we tend to buy the natural like sisal or hemp as much as we can for the natural fibers, just in case. God, I was from being cute. Not fancy or anything, just Cariad. I would like to touch my keyboard without being backed. I know you want attention, but I need the keyboard. She's doing it gently. The beans are sheathed. Like, there's no murder mittens out. Oh my goodness. I've been watching this cat groomer, the cat whisperer, the cat groomer whisperer, the calm cat groomer, something like that. So funny. Like, really educational, showing like, you know, these cats can be really scared and really angry, but this guy's so nice to them, even when they're being quite mean. And I really enjoy watching it. Because like I said, I've had a mean cat. This one is a sweetie, but I've had a mean cat, and it's just really nice to see someone be kind to them even when they're being mean to him. That looks better, right? On a tree instead of a stick, like instead of stone. Cariad, please don't fall off the bed. Oh, Beanie. How's he doing that for me now? When I want to use my mouse or keyboard, she loves to chew up wool and rope and stuff and leave the wet slimy stuff all over the floor. Yeah. Big yes to the spooky tree. Ah! Why does that still jump scare me after all of the Korea scenarios? I'm currently holding Cariad's head up while she's put her paws around my wrist so she doesn't fall off. That looks much better, right? Like, sure, the scaling's off. But I'd much rather the parrot be sat on a tree than on a saddle stick. Boop, Aussie back. And then she does him more back, like we're boxing. Like, the only one out of this is going to end up with an injury is you, so... It's fun playing though, isn't it? Alright, you back on the bed? Are you safe? Silly kitten. She's a fully grown cat now, but she's still a kitten. And you? Yeah. Alright. Have a scritch. I've also been keeping her favourite liquid treat. You know the ones. That's one of the words that I cannot say out loud to Cariad, otherwise she'll want it. I've been keeping those... What do I put in with the creatures? Just plants, right? Maybe these... like... trees and stuff. For the... I know it's a minotaur. For the bull, bison, You know, that type of thing. If I put some trees around the back of it, maybe we can hide how not real it looks. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna slip, fall, and do 3 of each plant. Oh no. It is Planet Zoo. I've just done exactly the same thing as I normally do. If we just highlight the cogs and things, maybe that'll work a little bit better. Oh yeah, alright. It already kind of blends in a little bit more with some trees. I'll add some more. That speaker's really not keen, is it? Right, if I put new music, I pause. I go down. Parades, play, confirm. Are we getting music? No. They did fix that error. Ah, alright. We're gonna have to deal with it moving around. Because I gotta go grab some more foliage and things that I found. Maybe this one? There we go. I move it over there and then I lose the plant that I wanted. Nee, lovely. You know, so it's just a little bit more like a land area rather than a sad cage. Oh, I don't want it to add to the group. No. Otherwise it's going to be hard to do everything. How many times am I going to pick up this plant? Donnie is brilliant. Ah, Dabby! Yeah, of course you've seen. Cat Whisperer, natural ability to keep calm even with the most spiciest cat. Yeah, I just think it's really sweet because the cat's like, I hate you. I will absolutely unleash every power of bites and scratches that I can. And then he's like, be my friend. I love it. Yes, the cat's growling, cat's hissing. And the Cat Whisperer's like, yeah, yes, hello, be my friend. A boopy. So fun. Probably because I just wish people were that nice to my cat when she was all angry and spicy. Not Carriat. Carriat's never spicy. And that is not like me babying her and like being the typical parent, like my cat could never. She's just not. We've taken her to multiple different like types of vets and things. When she was tiny kitten, she hurt a paw and we had to take her to an emergency place, and a lot of them have said like how nice she is and how sweet she is. And I'm very proud of my baby when people actually compliment her like that, because again, for most of my life, 20 years, I had a spicy cat. And now I have a sweet one. No big deal, cats being scared and being a little bit spicy though. We got a spicy dog instead. Taffy does not appreciate being taken away from Mum, so she does do a little growl at the vets when she has to go. For like routine appointments, of course. There's nothing wrong. She does get a little spicy though. Hey, I did twos this time. Instead of threes. Right, we got some plants for the Minotaur, Bull, Bison. Use our imagination. Some plants for the spider now. Or should the spider have the... I don't know where she's originally from. I don't think it matters. I'd like to give her something to like kind of hide behind, so she doesn't look so huge. Like a bush of some kind. I quite liked this one because it was quite large and flat, but... Ooh, okay. So she's like kind of hiding in the like lower plants, ready to ambush us. We'll hide her a little bit. Oh yeah. Ready to jump scare the punters. Oh, what's in that one? Oh no. Yeah, we do have some spicy outdoor kitties around here. There is like a calico, but more white than Cariad is. That one's sweet. We call her Wheelie because she likes to sleep on a wheelbarrow. Obviously, like outdoor kitties, we don't actually know what any of their names are. But yeah, we call her Wheelie. A twerk and jump, a spider jump scare. Yeah, absolutely. Well, these are nice, like low-lying plants as well. For a little bit of camouflage. The garlic plants, they're going to be stinky too. Have you ever smelled wild garlic? Oof. These plants are definitely warning the punters away from the little creepy crawly. I think leaving her have a strange colour as well is fantastic. Right. So that one kind of has like the blended plants anyway. So maybe like something... Whoa. Thinking like maybe a little bit taller going up there. Maybe at the back. Like in the middle to hide the post. Might be a little bit smaller. I quite like the colour of this though. Just have it in the middle. And then that kind of ties the two together. So... yeah? yes. And my... Why am I so tempted with the cacti? I don't really go with any of theirs. Yeah, they're not that scary. Little Spoon's doing a little twerk. And yeah. Just having a little nap in there. Harriet's gone on a wander now. She's fine. He's just having a nap. He's fine. Oh, these are nice. Way too nice for the spider though. Maybe the cactus can go in with the... Are they cacti with bison? It's not. It's giving more South America than Africa, isn't it? I'd like more African style plants. Like the ferns are fine. But I can't change that, can I? Nature region, I can. What's Mediterranean? Oh no, that's cacti. Of course it is. They're so... That's what I was looking at anyway. Of course it was. Maybe reeds? No, that's giving too watery. What about the aloe vera? Oh, these are nice. Yeah, let's pop a couple of these in. Oh, that one's floating. No. No, stay on the ground. Thank you. What did this song reminds me of something else, and I just can't for the life of me think of it. It really does remind me of something else. Yeah, that's looking cute. See, I can do different amounts of plants, just not very often. And I like that some of these have got flowers on too. That'll do. There we are. We've got a little bit of colour in the habitat one. So we got habitat, exhibit. Should I add a little cobweb to the spider one? I think that's necessary, isn't it? So unfortunately this pack, this one isn't going to be base game only because I've used the spider. But like I said, my favourite pack is sorcery, so like I am going to accidentally use sorcery because it's just a good pack. And I need animals, so I can show you that even if this DLC isn't your favourite, it can be integrated with other DLCs too, which is always really good actually. Oh, Carrier's playing with the scratch post. It's got like these wooden balls attached to it, like underneath that spin around the post, and it's her favourite thing. And because it's her favourite thing, I fully recognise the sound of it without looking. She's in a completely different room to me right now. He loves it. Where did we get that post from, man? Was it the range? Because it's a really good one. It's got like the spiky bits so cats can like rub up on it and groom on them. It's got the rope, which she's already destroyed one of, and we've made a whole new crafty version of it. And the wooden balls around the bottom. It's a really good one. Not scary at all. A little bit of cobwebs as well. I don't want too much, but going from seeing an actual spider exhibit, there are definitely cobwebs there. Am I a fan of them? No. Can't stand them, actually. It is a pure nightmare thinking about getting touched by a cobweb. Anyone else want to, like, remove the skin from your body that touched the cobwebs? Or is it just me and my phobias? Nothing worse than walking out in the garden and just accidentally walking through one. Nah. But I can give this little twerking spider a little bit of cobwebbiness. Here you go, love. You can have a bit of a home. Ugh. Oh, yuck. I don't like it. Yeah, it was from the range. See, now I've got music, I'm a little bit more chill and I'm not filling in as many chatty gaps, but that's fine. Maybe a little bit. No, you get the chaos now, like, of me creeping out with the spider. Yuck. Because that's kind of what it looked like in the exhibit in the meadows. It was like cobwebs everywhere and you couldn't really see the little critter. You could just see evidence of it being there. Not saying I don't like this song, but I hope I never hear it again. Cool. I just needed someone to tell me to change it. There we are. This is the other playlist that came with the pack. The small town one. It's a bit more chill. Old worldy. That'll do for now. I changed it. You're welcome. I'm happy with those though. Let's grab some of this over here. I turn into a ninja when I've accidentally walked into a web. No one wants that, right? It can't just be me. Like that? The new music? Oh, there we go. I just need someone to tell me to switch it off and I'm completely happy with that. It's like most of the things. I'm looking for theme, but I can't find theme. I think I need to put my nerdy specs on soon. Goodness sake. Oh, you're back. Watch her make it dark in here now because she's going to sit in the window. Yes, some aquatic plants. That's what we need. Some seaweed for inside the aquarium. Yep, attached to there, but like stay that way up. Yeah, fantastic, thank you. That might blend in some of the fishies and things that we popped in. Beanie. Wanna come say hi to chat? Like, no. A little bit more of like a mix of seaweed. Hey, don't do that. Thank you. I don't know where a rat is. It's the only thing I can distract her with. Hey, don't do that. She's playing with the radiator. She's never done that before. She's like, Mom, you've been talking for a while. I know. Don't play with the radiator. Why are you doing this? Stop it. Thank you. Just as I say that, cat groom was so nice and like carry out slightly chaotic. There we are. Thank you. It's not a stream without Cariad being chaotic though, is it? You gotta add a little bit in there, haven't you, Bean? What does that look like from the outside? I'm putting them in and I'm thinking they look really nice. Oh, actually, no, that's cool. Okay, yeah, no, we're good with that. I think the water one is like the slightest, the trickiest to see into. I think once it starts moving in there, that'll be kind of fun to see all the different things. Because once, like, you look from a certain angle, you can't even really tell that it's not full of water. It's just those fake water squares that I'm not even sure why we would need these. When each speaker plays separately or they draw from the same playlist. Plonk down the speakers on the floats, with each one having its own theme music. You know how in Planet Zoo where you put education speakers too close to each other and they kind of cross over and then it starts being hard to listen to? I think because I've got them so close to each other, it would kind of sound odd if I put more than one in. On more than one playlist track. Yeah, we're almost done. So if you've been enjoying the stream so far, please do hit the like button. It does help me and the algorithm. Right, some seaweed in there now. Looking good. And then we'll dot around some coral and things. For the aquarium. Ooh, this one's cool. Wow, what a funky bit of coral. Technically, we could do a little bit of conservation style with these and make them grey and bleached and a bit sad. But we definitely have coral in Planet Zoo too. You can see that in the aquariums when we see the turtle. Like turtle, tortoise. I seen tortoise. I did not see any turtles when I went to the wildlife place. Yeah, there was no aquatic stuff, but I was happy to see birds. I'm very excited for the birds in Minnesota too. And I've left it till last. That's probably because we don't really have a lot of bird-themed things for Planet Coaster. I like the coral though. And this like colour could be sand, but could also just be rock. Like we could use the barnacles for more of a, whoa, bleached coral effect. Ooh, these are cool. I'm kind of having fun with the coral. These are cool. I like these. I've only ever used the glowy coral. I don't even know where that is. Where's the glowy one? Ah, that one. I've only ever really used that one. Which does remind me, I should put some of that in. Was that the last scenario that we just plonked this everywhere? It's the last ever career scenario, isn't it? And I was like, do you know what? You want an aquatic theme? Yeah. Have some cool glowy coral everywhere. Throwback to career mode. One more request for more career scenarios for Planet Coaster. These are pretty. Probably just enjoying this because it's so colourful and I love it. Oh, back to the music. Fantastic. Now. Pop that under there. Right, we got some coral around. We got all the fishies. We got seaweed in there. The aquarium's really well decked out now. Love that. Now, our parrot sat on a really sad tree. Could you make the parade floats be further apart and would that make the music clash less? Probably, but I wanted to do one like this and have two double parades. That's why I connected the two on the islands. But yeah, we could possibly make different music for each one, like in this part. But there may also be a reason why they haven't done that. Look, I can barely figure this out. Can I make it look like this tree has leaves? Or is this too strange? We do a couple. We'll look at it at a distance, as usual. I just think it's like not too leafy, that I could potentially make this look less like a dead tree. Like a dry tree, whatever you want to call them. With a little bit of this. I know the cheese plant doesn't really give off the best leafiness, but from a distance that's a bit better and it's less sad. I wish I could change the colour of the stone, but I don't think I can. No. I really do think this small town music is too chill. I've been relaxed. I've been way more relaxed after putting this on. We need to remember that the guests, no one's going to be looking as closely as we are with these things. But I think just adding a couple of smaller plants on the tree, so through the the fencing and everything, that looks more like a tiny green tree rather than a sad spooky tree. You know I want grass now. And I'm not going to get grass. So maybe a flat bush of some kind would be helpful. Almost like, ooh, that one. Like what I did for the spider, but a bit more cheerful. We don't really know what else is going to go into aviaries. Other than like perches, which watching the toucan find its perch on that video was really cool. I'm also like, uh-oh. Now I see why the requirements are that high. Right? Oh. Less coverage, but just a little bit on the ground. So it's a bit more natural. From a distance, leaves look okay. Yeah, that's all we need. Just a little bit of distance. Maybe I'll do some flowers for the outside of this one, because I picked ones with little pink things. I think that was cute. I don't like the wheatgrass. This is very colourful, see? So I kind of want the birds to have some colour too. Like maybe a little bit of heather. So we go more like natural ones for the exhibits and the habitats, and then for the aquariums and aviaries. Aviaries. I don't know how to say it. Can have a bit more colour. We're a bit more hyped for the new stuff, understandably, but like we're excited. We're gonna have like a really cheerful, fun looking float for the new features. There's my excuse anyway. Wow. Oh, that pink. It does not look like that in that small bit. Oh yeah. Oh. I would have used that so much more if I knew it was here. That's a fantastic plant. I love it. Okay, now it's just turning into my brand, doesn't it? Pink and purple. Needs a little bit more colour other than green, yeah. And then, once I do these plants, which I'm so close to finishing off, we can actually put it on the parade. And see it move. And then we're done. I can't believe it has taken me 2 hours to create 2 floats. So that does kind of show, whoa, okay, rhododendrons, chill. It does show that it does take a lot to create this type of thing. So, you know, if you want like playability time-wise, it's not a quick thing to do. I know having the career scenarios and things adds to the playability, like especially like extra things to do and that. Flowers. Ooh, some foxgloves. Nice. Oh, I don't want it in the group, do I? Whoops. I've been adding them to the group anyway. Do you know what? It's fine. I was doing so well. Oh, just like that. I forgot the control. So yeah, if you want like the amount of time it takes you to do things to be quite long, not everyone does, of course, but like if you want like the length of time it's going to play and it to be worth it for you because it takes time and it's not just like a quick put down thing, it might improve your opinion of this pack. Hopefully me doing sunflowers. This sort of creative stuff anyway might improve your opinion of the pack as well. Maybe not. Maybe you just enjoy watching me do these things and you don't want to actually get it. Which again, valid. Fair. There's a couple of games and things that I would prefer just to watch instead of get as well. Like, has anyone been or seen, played the Mecha Chameleon game? I'm enjoying watching people play that. It's not a game for me though. I just quite enjoy watching other people play it. I don't think it's for me because I don't have any friends to play with. I'm enjoying watching it, it's fun. Planet Coaster might be a game that you just want to watch instead of play. Never really think about that. It's nice watching you do this, but I still wouldn't get the pack. Fair. Fair. I know some people watch me play that don't even have the game. So, you know, it's all good. We don't all have to have like the same things. Do you know what? If it's on a good sale though, and you do have Planet Coaster, maybe. Maybe just for the build objects and not for like the parades. Which kind of seems against the point, doesn't it? Okay. Let's have a quick look. Enjoy watching other people others play games but don't play. Not a gamer. Yeah, see? It's fine. I don't have friends to play games with like that. Especially not to stream with either. Like I watch people play like Mecha Chameleon. There was obviously Among Us, things like that, and it was all like a group of streamers streaming together playing it. Like I don't have content creator friends. So I would play games like that on stream, but I enjoy watching them. Okay, so we have Aviary. With lots of lovely flowers and foliage and things. That's looking a lot less sad now, isn't it? We have the aquarium. In different lighting as well, you can see we've got the turtle and shoals of fish with lots of coral. Oh, I made it so close to the end of stream without hiccuping. And then exhibits. Dragon spider. And habitats. With... have we decided, is this a bison now? It's a bison. It's a bison. Okay, so I am going to make it afloat now. I bet you like, finally. For goodness sake. We've watched you do this and seen nothing about actual parades. It's okay. What I'm going to do first is... should I remove all of these? A napping bison, yes. Ooh. Planet Zoo 2 content, Charlie. I'd recommend my editor, but it's not being my friend, so maybe not. I'm gonna remove these trains so I can add my own. And we're going to keep the performer groups on the top and bottom, right? So what we need to do is add new train. You can also move these, like move the orders of them. Like that. And then train 1, I want a bridge float. So here's the skateboard go-kart looking wheels to add the parade to. And then we'd use Da Vinci. The fiver! I know we're doing it for free, but nah. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's a lot. It's a lot to edit, and I have 7 years of experience. Right, so now we have this. I can now multi-select this. We're going to duplicate it because I do not want to break anything. And then I swear this worked. This worked. No. No. Oh, hang on. I checked it, right? Because if I grab this one. I know it worked. Where do I need to select it to make it work? There. Right? See attach parade, attach to parade circuit? That's what I need to do. Okay. Do this. This is a little bit trickier than I thought it was gonna be. Because I checked the blueprints and it was allowing me to connect to it. Okay, hang on. Maybe I need like a larger surface to figure it out. Right, I've got one left. Add a new train. This train is going to be a bridge train. Right. Grab this. Duplicate it. No. No. I checked this off stream. Honestly, I really did. And it was working. Without the rocks, this worked. Oh no. That is so disappointing. Gonna upgrade your monitors for Planet Zoo too? Wow. Oh, is that the cold? Oh, and it's all over your fingers. No. We know animatronics work on it. Look, attached to parade circuit. Attached to parade circuit. But as soon as I try and duplicate the group, do I need to ungroup everything? Okay. Advanced duplicate. Move it over. Right. Ungroup scenery. Multi-select. Move. Oh no. That's so disappointing. Hang on. What if I change the train car to like a really large one? Okay, but why is there stuff on it now? No. I love how you playtest this all on your own and you're like, fantastic, this works. I'm gonna set everything out exactly how I had it, right next to the terrain cut. Well, that's what it would look like if it worked. But it's not working. What? Just nowhere around here is saying attached to scenery. I have the bases and everything. Oh. Perhaps you need to add 3 because your build is very long. Oh. That's why I thought adding the double one would be enough. And that's why I also tried, like, say I get rid of all of this, right? And we have the double one. And without the rocks, so it's just the 2 islands, I thought maybe I could get it to attach like this. Snap distance maybe? It's just not connecting. And like maybe I made the rocks too big, right? That's fair enough. But even if I duplicate this, I get it out of the group. Can I not put rocks on this? Yeah. And immediately it'll go on. And that rock is just about... It doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how big it is. I did not do all of that for it not to work. Okay. It's 7:15. You don't want to watch me panic. I don't want to panic. I would have loved to show you these working, but I'm going to figure this all out off stream. And by the time I edit this into short form content, if it was going to happen, it was going to... It almost felt like that just had to happen, especially to me. Yeah, of course it did. 2 hours taken up. Yep. We do want to watch you panic. You know me by now. Yeah, I know you want to watch me panic. I'm so incredibly frustrated because before I put all of these decorations on it, these little shapes attached perfectly to these cars, even without the other parades, because I tested it, right? So we should just have this one, and it should just attach. But I can't seem to find the right spot for it. So, please like the stream if you enjoyed watching me build this parade. I will be adding, I will edit this, and as soon as I can get it to attach, I will make it attach. Even if I have to split everything apart and do it piece by piece, I will make it attach. Eventually. But if you enjoyed this stream, please do like the stream. It does help me know whether you enjoy watching this type of content. See, even the individual ones don't want to go on anymore. Because I was getting it to by here as well, and it would attach. Anyway, I'll be back next week for more Planet Coaster Chaos, or maybe a new game. Let's watch the fish. Let's just relax and watch the fish. Yeah, just learn from my mistakes. I'll show you how to do it eventually if I figure it out. I watched a tutorial. That's the thing. And I watched someone use the blueprints to add to it. But I can't even get the pre-made blueprints to add to it. That is supposed to fit on there. It just doesn't. It just doesn't work. And I don't know why. What else do I normally say at the end of streams? If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I post or whenever I stream, so you can add to be included in all of the friendly eye chaos here. It will work. Please enjoy your dinner if you haven't had your dinner or your tea. Stay cool while it's lovely and sunny outside. Stay hydrated. Love from all of the animals, Carrier, Taffy and the bunnies. Big love to everyone's animals as well. Lils and Ozzy for Charlie, and all of the shelter cats for Daffy. Everyone else's pets. Big love. I will see you all next week. Hopefully fix this. Well, not fixed it. It's fine. Figuring it out. Either a demo day or Planet Coaster. I don't know yet. we'll figure it all out. But I will be here on Sunday at 5 o'clock, just like normal. And I hope to see you all there. Thank you so much for joining in the chat, all of your creativity, your chaos, and just generally having a nice time chatting with you all. Thank you so much for joining stream, and I'll see you all next week. Bye! Sorry I was so disappointed it didn't move. I'll figure it out though. Bye everyone.